So for today's video I've had to whip out the old webcam that I used to use a couple years ago because my camera decided to brick itself. It was working completely fine and then the day after just stopped working. I'm going to talk more about this at the end because hopefully some camera nerds can help me fix it. But basically though, what happens is when I click record, it crashes and then powers off. Like I said, I'll talk more about that at the end. Anyway, if you remember, a couple months ago I did a video talking about YouTube's new design change, and in that video I was talking about multiple of the new features that they've implemented into the platform. One of the things I was speaking about was them removing dislikes, but one of the things that actually was about the design was updating it so that the description would show underneath the title. And a lot of people didn't like it because it just made the whole page a lot more cluttered. If people want to read the description, they're going to read it. There's no need to show part of it on the front page because it's just going to make everything more cluttered. Well, I've now gotten the desktop version. I don't know if this is new or if I've only just gotten it, but you've got the title, you've got the views and date, then you've got half of the description again. Now, you know what, there might be a reason as to why they've put the description here. Maybe they've done tests and it shows that more people with this update click descriptions and click links in the description, stuff like that. Would make sense because it's kind of right in their faces, you know, but you can't forget to click the description if it's right there. Still looks messy because it's just a clutter of words. And then they've put the comments at the top as well. It's just like the top comment is underneath the like and dislike bar now. And this one I can't understand. This one is completely useless in my opinion because it shows the top comment underneath the like and dislike bar, but the screen is big enough on desktop to the point where you can see it in the actual comment section without even scrolling down. It's just, what is the point of this? You know, I don't like the description thing. Again, it might actually increase the amount of people that click links in the description if they make them visible without actually having to click it. Fair enough, still looks messy. And then you've got the comments, and this one completely pointless. You can see the same comment that is being shown off under the like and dislike bar. That's not the only design change that I've noticed recently, because normally when I watch YouTubers or when I discover a YouTube channel, I like seeing what their oldest video is. I like seeing just sort of how long they've been making videos for, what their first video was like. A lot of people do this because if you go on any big YouTuber's first video, it's full of people commenting the 0-second mark and saying, "A legend was born." You've seen it before, stuff like that. Well, for some reason, they've gotten rid of the option to do that on the mobile app, because now when you go on sort by, instead of going oldest or newest or most popular, they've only got recently uploaded and most popular. So the option of sorting by oldest videos is gone. Why? It's not a massive deal or anything because I'm not going and looking at old videos every single day. But when you do want to do that and you notice that the option is gone and you have to scroll all the way down, it just makes me question why they got rid of it in the first place. You can still do it on desktop, but you used to be able to do it on mobile and now you can't. So, and of course, I'm going to get used to this update just like any other update that they've done on the platform. Every time they change something at first, you always think, oh, that's just a terrible choice or whatever, I'm not going to get used to this. A couple weeks later, you've forgotten what the old design was like completely. I can barely remember previous YouTube designs, except for the really old one from like back in 2007 or whenever it was, when you had the much more personalized channels. But other than that, I can't remember any actual modern designs in recent years. I've just sort of gotten used to the changes, and I'll get used to this one as well. It's just, I don't know why they made it in the first place. There's just no point, you know, it's like, let's throw everything at the beginning of the video, at the top of the screen. I think that is all I have to say about that no update. Again, it's a very small thing, but because I actually care about YouTube and the platform itself, it just, I have to question, you know, why they even changed some of these things. And you know what, recording this on my webcam has been quite the nostalgia trip. I'll say the only thing I like about it is the wider angle, but for anyone that is smart with cameras, I would like to try and fix this thing, even though I do have a new one coming, because it was expensive and I want to try and use it for something else at least, even if it isn't just anything other than it being here broken. Again, it was working perfectly fine. Now it's just so much is wrong with it. It doesn't respond to powering on or off. I've replaced batteries, formatted the memory card, changed memory cards. I've done all of that basic advice that, you know, the official tech support will tell you when you Google the question online. You know, I've been getting so annoyed at that as well recently, and I get that they're only trying to help, but the official tech support is always just like, format the memory card. Here's a link. And then the person who asked the question responded saying, yeah, I've done that. It didn't work. And that's it. They don't respond after that. It's like, come on. I know you're trying to help, and I'm sure it did help some people, but you know, I've already tried that. Have you tried turning it on and off again? Yes, I've tried that, and now look, it's stuck like this. It won't respond to the on button. There's a battery in it. It crashes every time it records. It doesn't doesn't do anything anymore. And again, I did a video on it just a couple days ago. So I don't think there's any way of fixing this. By the way, it's the Sony RX100 IV. The new one I have is the same one, but just a more updated version of it. It's not the brand new one, but it's a newer version than that. But again, I would like to try and fix it because it's a good camera. You know, if I could fix it, I wouldn't buy a new one because I still like it. And you're probably not going to see a difference quality-wise because I don't know, I don't think the quality is going to be much improved between versions. I think it's more going to be features on the camera itself. It just sucks when you have a technical problem and you Google the exact thing, but there's just nothing. The complete opposite feeling is when you Google a tech problem and it just turns out everyone has the same problem as you and there's tons of tutorials out there. You feel a sense of hope inside of you, but when you Google it and the first result is nothing like, you know, what you actually searched for, and then you keep scrolling and there's still nothing else that even remotely, you know, describes your problem, that's when you know you kind of fucked. But that being said, hopefully if it's even just one comment out of every single comment on the video that knows what the problem is, would be extremely useful. Other than that though, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you all in my next video.